musical influences would have been from within the family.
Wow. And it's like fast forward, so many hip hop artists and R&B artists sampled Isley Brothers, and you hear your guitar riffs on so many songs.
Yeah.
Like when it first started happening, how was it for you?
It was a pleasant surprise, you know, and the fact that you know, when the technology switched over and, you know, MTV, rap, hip hop, and all of that stuff started to come into the main, you know, sort of musical environment, a lot of the artists went to our catalog.
Yeah.
So, you know, I love it when you call me Big Pop.
Yeah.
You heard in the early.
Yeah.
First time I heard that, I cracked up. Because I'm like, you know something? That dude's gonna have a hit. And you know, like he had one, and as big as our Between the Sheets was.
Right.
His sample.
Yes.
Actually bigger. And
for real?
Thank you, Biggie. Yeah, and you know, just the way it works out, because you know it's another generation. We were at a radio station, Ronald and I, and there was a hip hop rap station that only played three old school artists.
Wow.
Isley Brothers, Stevie Wonder, and Earth, Wind, and Fire.
And that's it.
And the program director at the time said, you know something, man, a couple of weeks ago, I played Between the Sheets. And somebody come in, and you know, somebody called in and said, hey, yo, man, look, you know, I don't know why the Isley Brothers decide to sing on top of Biggie's song. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I respect, you know, I respect him, man. But you see, like Biggie, he got his own thing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why the Isley Brothers decided to sing. And the program director busted out laughing and said, "Look, my man, here's what you do. You go down to Virgin Megastore. You go through the CDs. You come to the letter I. You see Isley. You see an album in there called Between the Sheets. Biggie copied the Isleys. The Isleys did not copy Biggie. And he said, oh, okay, man, peace out. And hung up. And some folks aren't really aware of the history. You know, when you have, we've been divinely blessed with the longevity. And we've been able to change when the music changed. So the first time the Isleys nationally came on the scene was, well, you know, you made me wanna kick my heels up and go ahead and back. And now that's the rock and roll equivalent of Happy Birthday.
Right.
Everybody knows that song.
Yeah.
Everybody has recorded it. The Beatles did Shout and Twist and Shout before they came to the United States of America.
Damn.
Who else? There's Joey D and the Starlighters. There's Animal House.
Yeah.
Sister Act, you know, and then little bit something now. Hey, you know, so everybody knows that song. But we weren't locked into any particular musical time or genre. And we don't concern ourselves with musical category. So, you know, Shout was the first national breakthrough.
Damn.
But then that was followed by Twist and Shout. Like I said, the Beatles did both of them before they came to America.
Keep the royalties coming.
Yeah. My brothers in 1963, we had a guitarist that they hired, and he was a house guest and an employee. His name was Jimi Hendrix. He lived in our house for approximately 2 years. They got him his first Fender guitar. He had his first recording session with the Isley Brothers.
What's gonna have to happen is Tanya gonna have to arrange for me to sit down with you and just do a one-on-one, because the knowledge you dropping today, it's
so hard, and everything. You know, at Motown, and they just had the Motown thing on TV the other day. But you know, This a Heart of Mine is like one of the classic songs coming out of Detroit on the Motown label. After that was ding ding,
Yes.
it's your thing. Do what you wanna do. At the time we recorded that, I was 16 and I played bass on that record.
I got to stop right there. We got to stop. Listen, I need the whole city out tomorrow. The Isley Brothers will begin to star on the St. Louis Walk of Fame, 11:30 a.m. Get there early. It's free to the public. 6161 Delmore in the Loop, right in front of the pageant. No excuse. There is absolutely no excuse. Show up, show out. I'm going to have to bring you back. I've got to bring you back and just do a one-on-one interview, and we're going to put it online because it seemed like I could talk to you for about 4 hours.
It's a lot of stuff.
All right, but since you brought up Biggie with it being the biggest sample for y'all.
Well, that was Footsteps in the Dark, which was sampled by
Ice Cube. Yep, I just played that. Yeah.
And that was humongous. That was At Your Best You Are Love. We never released that song as a single. But Aaliyah released it, and it has a very strong emotional connection to her. Work to Do. It's done by Vanessa.
Yeah.
And the Average White Band.
Wow.
Wow.
It's endless. I gotta go.
Like when you have that longevity, and you go through all of that stuff, the music. I mean, I ran into Ringo Starr when we got the Lifetime Grammy Achievement Award, and he said, "Ernie, thanks, because the brothers, you all helped us hit our stride." I ran into Paul McCartney, and make a long story short, after I tapped him on his shoulder, he stood up and gave me a bear hug and almost cut my breath off. And we were both talking and yelling at each other's ear at the same time. And I said, "Paul, you, Ringo, George, and John, you guys are just wonderful." And he said, "Ernie, if it were not for the Isley Brothers, the Beatles would still be in Liverpool." Then he went on stage and said that. And then we performed for the first time, the Isleys and the Beatles. We performed Twist and Shout. Jennifer Hudson was there, Ursula was there, Richie Sambora, John Bon Jovi, and everybody standing literally. Shake it up, baby, shake it up, baby. Like that's another version of like a happy birthday that's associated with, with the brothers.
I hate to stop, but I gotta stop. Yo, like Tanya, we gotta bring him back, please. Bring him back tomorrow. St. Louis Walk of Fame, the Isley Brothers, the legend, Mr. Ernie Isley. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. Hope to see everybody tomorrow. 11:30.
Get there early. No excuse. No excuse. Get it there. This is royalty in St. Louis. 95.5 R&B for the Lou.